Hi, my name is Dawn. I'm at shorelinescribbles.etsy.com, and today I thought I'd show you how I make one of my best sellers at my craft fairs. It's called Blind Date with a Book. So I do kind of happy, colorful, whimsical type artwork, and I put them on different things such as tote bags and coasters and greeting cards, and I'll show you here a little bit what some of my products are and what my craft booth looks like. So one of my biggest sellers is Blind Date with a Book. I love to read, so I go out and I thrift books that are in excellent condition and that I know are good. I look on Goodreads and make sure they have a good rating on Goodreads, or else I read it myself. And then I wrap them and use my artwork to make stickers and bookmarks and decorative things for the front, and I sell them at my craft fair. So here's some examples. The ones that I wrap in the brown paper are more like, if you're looking for a gift for a man, you want to buy the ones in brown paper. So you can see in my Blind Date with a Book, I have my artwork on it. Inside I have my own stickers that I designed myself. It comes with a bookmark, again, that I've designed myself, and it has a highlighter and a lollipop. The lollipop attracts a lot of attention, and I don't know, I just think it seems to make people want to buy it, so whatever helps. And I always, because I'm based in Florida, a lot of the artwork that I do kind of has a Florida bent to it, like this is a crane, I think, in the car, and so I put shells to kind of make it, again, fit my theme. So this is one. This is another one that is kind of geared towards guys. Not really, I read these books too, but if you're going to buy a book for a guy, you'd want to buy the ones in brown paper. They're just they're not written by women authors. They're more action based. I suppose that's kind of biased, but anyway. So this one again has my stickers, my bookmark, and my artwork on the front. Here's an example of a romance book. Again, you can see that each one's different. I kind of think mine is separated from some of the other Blind Date with a Book you see out there, just because it's creative and pretty, and it's all original, so it's unique. Let me see, I've got a couple more. This one has got another bird on the front. I thought this one was cool. Cow with a bird on his head. And I got one more finished I could show you. This one has a dolphin, and bookmark has jellyfish. So, you know, a lot of times people say, oh, is the artwork kind of clues as to what's inside? Not really. Sometimes if I can, I do. But I just like to use my artwork to make it look good, and I think that's why I do fairly well with these, because they're very different from other Blind Date with a Book. So now let me show you how I make them. So I do all my artwork on Procreate, and I just have a few of pictures that I think might go together that I might want to use for the front of my book, and I'm going to print them out, and I print it out on sticker paper. And you don't have to do this. I used to cut them out and put it on regular paper and glue it on, but I just found the sticker paper works better, lasts longer, and it's easier. Once it's printed out, I like to laminate it. I just like things to be sparkly and pretty, and it keeps it better so that when I'm at a craft fair and the elements are out there, dust and rain and that kind of thing, it just makes it so that my books don't get as damaged. Okay, I have some things cut out, ready to go, so I may not use all of them, I might, but now it's time to wrap the book. I get this craft fair roll, or craft paper roll, from Amazon, and honestly, I don't know how, I don't really measure it out. I just know, because I've been doing so many of these, that I cut it, you know, about this size, and I'll show you how it fits with the book. Now, I've already gone on and found out a few clues that I could write down to help people pick out their Blind Date with a Book. So I don't give them the title, but I say it's a thriller, it's about a detective. This one happens to be about a serial killer, crime in Portland, Oregon. So just enough for someone who knows, oh, I don't like serial killers, they're not going to get this one, or some people really like that genre. So just enough to get them interested. The other thing I do is on the tag on the back is a number, and I do write down what the title is and keep this in a book. and I take it with me to craft fairs because there's always that one person who just doesn't want to buy the book unless they know what the title is. They're just not willing to take that chance. So I have it if they want it. So first thing I do is fold it down like this, and then I always kind of take and pinch the edges here and fold it over once, and that makes one pocket on the top. And it's important to get this kind of tight, because if you don't, everything is really loose. So then I do the same on the other side. You just kind of pull it over, make your second pocket, and again tape it so that it's nice and tight. Oh, I missed. Okay, and then I pull this side over. My pockets never exactly the same twice. Sometimes I get them perfect, other times I don't, but they always come out nice. Okay, and so I really make sure I pull that last one over so that it's nice and tight, and I tape it, and then I kind of lift it up, and this you just kind of fold like you would a package on the end. And I always use packing tape to tape this last edge because it's the most vulnerable, and especially when you are doing craft fairs and you're having to pack things in tubs and take them in and out, and people are touching them and taking them off of your racks and all. They just get, the corners especially, a lot of abuse sometimes. So I find that if you know, it doesn't show once you have all the artwork on the front and everything. They're not looking at the back, but it just protects it so that it doesn't get as damaged. And believe me, there's nothing worse than finding out you have a damaged book and you have to redo everything. So that's basically it. You can see I have pockets to put my things in, and now I'm ready to decorate it. So I kind of look at what I have and what I want to use and decide where it would look good. I think I'm going to use all three things and kind of wrap this turtle around the side. So let's get going with this. And again, because this is a sticker, it's very easy. I don't have to glue. Like I said, in the past I did that and it just never lasts as well. And it's a lot more work and sticky, you get glue everywhere. So I have that down there. I'm going to put the fish. Kind of like this, jumping off the top. And then the sea turtle. Oh, I think I get better at this after time. It's just always a pain in the neck to try to get the back of the sticker off. Okay, there you go. Okay, and I think I'm going to have him kind of going off the side of the book. Always makes it more interesting. Okay, so basically that's the artwork I have done for the front. Now let's put together all the goodies. So I do different kinds of bookmarks. I've got a whole bunch of them here, but let's see, because I've kind of got a ocean theme going here, let me get an ocean bookmark. So I'm going to go with this. This is my jellyfish bookmark that I have made, and that will go with it. And then I have lots of stickers. These again are all my stickers that I designed, but because we kind of have this ocean theme going with the book, I think I'll stick with a little manatee reading the book, and maybe this flamingo. I use this double-sided tape to kind of put the stickers in their place so they don't move. I didn't used to, and then I found that all the stickers kept falling in, and so every time I'd get to my craft booth, I'd have to fix every single book because, you know, they just would fall down inside, and I'd have to dig it out, or else I couldn't, and then I just had to end up giving people another sticker or whatever. So I just found that this way, when you put that there, they just don't move. The bookmark doesn't really matter because it doesn't go too far, but it really helps, I found, to kind of anchor these. The other thing I put in is a lollipop and a highlighter. So I've got my highlighter, my lollipop. The highlighter, again, you don't really need to anchor it in. It shoves in there pretty tight. It keeps things good. But the lollipop, I found, needs to be anchored in, so I'm just going to get a little bit of tape. And I know a lot of other people put in tea and face masks and all kinds of stuff like that. I just found that in order to get anything good would cost so much that my book would be so expensive that I don't think it's really worth it in the long run. And the things people really use, the bookmark, the stickers, I think are the most important thing. I personally those little extras are cute, but I tried to keep it to things that are my original art and that I thought people would actually use. Okay, so my last step is I like to tie it off again just to make it look nice. And so, let's see, I have to always figure where the knot's gonna be, because that's, I put a little decorative thing where the knot is. So I'm gonna put it right here in the middle, where this blank space is. And I use raffia ribbon, and I use 2 different colors just because it looks nice. And these are shells that I get on Amazon, and they're kind of a little flatter, so it's easier to glue them down. And so let's pick one that's about the right size. That would work like that. Okay, so best invention ever is the cordless hot glue gun. I never had one. I was a teacher for like 20 some years, and I can't believe I never had one because you use a glue stick a lot. But it's amazing. Well, it's usually very fast, but now that I want it to be fast, it won't be. You know what? While we're waiting for that to work, why don't we go ahead and put on the tag, except what do I do with it? Here it is. So the tag, you want to make sure you put that on so that people can decide if they want to read about serial killers. And so just put it on like that. And this is ready now. So you just make sure you get glue, especially on the edges. It's going to matter. And I just put that right in the center so that, I don't know, I think it just makes it look more finished. And again, I'm from Florida, and so I kind of like to keep a Florida theme to my things. And yeah, I could go find my own shells, and I often do, but they just are not as easy to glue down. So I'm going to cut these edges off. And that's it. This one's ready to go. It's all packaged up. On the back, I usually put my stamp, but this one's ready to go on out to be sold. We have a craft fair this weekend, and like I said, we usually do really well. I not only do the regular fiction blind date with a book, but I also do blind date with a gardener, so they're gardening books, blind date with a chef, which is cookbooks, and blind date with a baker, which is baking books. And I also have blind play date with a book, which are for children, so I get children's books. And I don't call it blind date with a young adult, that doesn't sound good, so it's a mystery book for young adults, and that's like from the 9 to 16 age group. It's really hard to find those books, but those sell really well as well. So maybe I'll do another one where I show you how I do the blind date with a chef. That's probably my next most popular one beyond just the fiction books. So I hope you learned something. I hope you kind of check me out on my Etsy shop. Once again, it's Shore Scribbles. That's SHORSCRIBBLES.etsy.com. And you can find my blind date with the book there as well as a lot of other things. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.